What's up, boys and girls? Marcus here, and today we're coming at you with a bit of a different video. It's going to be the start of a new series called Wargaming 101. Mainly going to focus on 40k for the beginning, because that's what I know most of all. But it's just sort of like, not necessarily just for beginners, but it will obviously help. But it's also giving out a few little tips and tricks that I know to pass on to you guys. So firstly, today's episode is going to be what to take while gaming away, or going to conventions, going to tournaments. I feel like this is quite a good time to start it off. It's a good time to do this anyway, and it's just giving me inspiration to start a new series. So obviously this time next week, it's Monday currently, this time next Monday, hopefully a few of us will still be up in Nottingham, enjoying each other's company at Warhammer Mania. So I just wanted to run through what to sort of take to said events, and although it's mainly 40k, you can sort of transfer the information to other game types. So first thing I'm going to take is one of these. It's a case full of your minis. Obviously make sure you have everything in there and just sort of seal it up. It's very simple, very idiot proof. The next thing to make sure is you have your codex, army list, any supplements or white dwarfs of other rules you need in, and then what I tend to do is also have one of these, which is just like a blank folder with some clear easy slots in, which I keep other rules in for, which are like printouts, so like the rules for my Wyvana. I do have a printout copy of the Assassin Codex in here, which I will be getting rid of because I now do have the White Dwarf. And in this folder as well, I tend to keep all my army lists, any tournament information if it's a tournament, that type of thing. So, and then obviously one more book is the rule book. I also tend to keep a box just to slide everything in. This is just a cardboard box I had left over from something completely different, and I just find it handy. It fits everything in perfectly, which I'm about to show you. Obviously non-essential is this. Everything else is kind of essential, or I'd kind of advise taking this. Is just a rack marker I brought. I just keep it in here, so I always take it essentially. But essential things, obviously always want to take dice. These are just 16 blue dice. No scatter dice in there. So I always take this, which is a little pot. 6 normal dice in there, which are slightly different because I use them sometimes as objective markers, and I have 6 actual objective markers. Also have a scatter dice in there, and I also keep 2 D20 in there, which I tend to use for scoring reasons. And I also have a turn counter in here as well, because a lot of people do forget what turn it on. Is it turn 4? Is it turn 5? If you keep that out and try and remember to turn it every turn, especially if you don't have first turn, it's just a lot easier to do, or you are playing the objective card games, then it's a lot easier to do. You just kind of keep it on the side next to your codex and your dice, and you remember it. Tactical objective cards, always keep a set of them, and then I have my Grey Knight ones as well, which also have my psychic powers in. There is no psychic cards in here because the only army I play with psychics is Grey Knights, and I have cards there. But always do try and make sure that you have your objective cards. Next thing I tend to stick in there is glue. I have plastic and super glue, just to be on the safe side. Always handy to have in case something starts to break or breaks in transit. And also on that case, I also do take a small little bottle cap full of blue tack. This is handy if something breaks mid-game and it's not drying properly. It might not be the best thing for your model, but just stick a bit of that on and it will just stay. I also use it for models that I haven't quite done the bases for yet. I'll blue tack it onto the base while playing them. So it's always handy to have. Always keep just a little bit in there, just in case. Tape measure. This one does go up in centimeters and feet, so I can sort of use it for any game type. Pens. The amount of tournaments I go to and they run out of pens for you writing down your scores, who you've played, sportsmanship awards. I always keep 3. 1 to use, 1 to lose, and 1 to lend out. same way a lot of people do with lighters. Always keep 3. And then I have templates. I mean, it's all pretty basic stuff, but I mean, that's the idea of this series, is it's all going to be very basic stuff for people. And then that just closes up, and that just slits in my rucksack. And now just some additional handy bits to keep in your rucksack. I always try and keep a bottle of water, especially at tournaments and stuff. It can get a bit pricey in some places, so I just normally do keep a sports bottle. For demonstration purposes today, it is just a normal water bottle. A can of deodorant. Not saying you will smell, but sometimes it can get very hot and a little bit messy. You know, especially if you're trying to concentrate, you're in there for a few hours, it can get very hot. So I always keep a can of deodorant and just try and freshen myself up every time between games or every time I use the toilet. Lastly is this. Now what this is like a phone charger, like battery extending life thing. It's not essential, but I always like to keep one just in case, because I like to record and take photos of my games, and I always use my phone. Plus as well, a lot of the time I do have, if say I'm playing more convention based or sort of, you know, friendly games, I like to take photos. I normally keep my army lists on my phone as well, so it's very handy for that. So I always keep one of those, especially if I'm going away for gaming. And that is everything, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Hope you like the series. As always, do subscribe if you're not, and hopefully this will sort of be an ongoing series. Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for watching, and see you in the next video.